if he wins this winner bracket final, then it's definitely the biggest success in his career, I think. Taidu Esports Masters rank 4 is it at the moment, I think, even if they're at third place in Holds Cup 2015, but I don't think that's correct. Well, maybe I'm wrong and the stats are right. Apparently, his Orc Mirror doesn't seem to be that great, according to the stats. Only 38% here, while Fly with 57. But Fly is not that great in Orc Mirror as well. He lost to Focus in NSL. I think he recently lost to Lin as well. And I thought, like, Soin beat Lin 2-1 in the qualifier for GCS, so I think the chances are a lot higher than these 83% are showing. And once again, I checked the far side prediction thing, and there it's 55% in favor of Fly. They never matched each other.
Kind of crazy.
Yeah, Fly with 2 premieres today. First match versus Orc Worker, first match versus Soin.
But Soin has been playing so many cups and stuff. Interesting. Of course, Fly, sort of known for not playing too many online competitions, but rather being at the offline ones and being very impressive there oftentimes.
You see the bracket once again. Fly defeated Orc Worker 2-0. It looked very easy, and it looks like Lady Luck is kissing him on the cheek today with all the items that he will need in this matchup as well. So in another matchup, defeated Czech 2-1. And I was really impressed with him. The question is, how will his items be in this matchup? And will he feel the pressure of facing Fly? It's a whole different caliber than Czech is, even though his results recently weren't too great. And we're still waiting for the go on the Chinese stream.
I wonder if we're going to see more the new meta tier 3 becoming relevant here. Because earlier, it just was not at all in Orc Worker versus Fly.
Yeah.
I was talking about it so much, expecting to see the awesome Orb of Lightning, but it never ever came out.
Yeah, Orc Worker had no time because Fly was pressuring so much.
Yeah, that's true. Terna Stand, though, traditionally seems to be a map where the main bases are left alone for a long time. So I could definitely see a calmer game coming out on Terranas. By the way, shout out to Ugri here, who has been hyping up this one player and his one strategy so much that he sent me 5 replays of this orc player called Pinge, defeating pretty much all the top orcs out there, defeating Fly, Focus, Lin, and some others. And he played a lot of tier 3, a lot of triple hero, and skipping the bestiary.
That's really crazy. I wonder if we see that. I mean, without the end snare control, how's that supposed to work? I don't know. I can't imagine that. I didn't see the replays.
He kind of played turtle style with like evasion creeping and stuff. But yeah, that would be something very weird to see. We hop into our first map in a moment here.
Yes, we're waiting for the Chinese stream. Okay, they're not showing the players, so we go in-game as they do. Who's red, who's blue?
Red is Fly.
All right.
Right?
Yeah. Then we're ready to go. Here we are. Map number 1 in the winner bracket final. Best of 3. The first player who wins 2 maps is safe in the playoffs and has prize money guaranteed. $750 for the rank 5 to 8. And that would be a guarantee, of course, if you go for that. Before the game starts, we have a new donation by Gecko. Thank you very much. I'm at work with one eye on the job, second eye on the stream. I can't miss Back to Warcraft streams, especially when Remo was released from Chinese prison to join Neo. Forehead. Thank you very much, my man. And off we go. So can he really make the upset happen and win his group? In the GCS qualifiers, he had quite a lot of upsets, especially in the group stage. He was paired with Lin, Yumiko, and Sini, and he dropped down against Sini's 2-0, and everybody thought, okay, so he will be out. But he defeated Yumiko 2-0, which is really impressive, I think. And then Sini 2-1, and the rest is history. Fly won the first qualifier for GCS. Pretty easily, I'd say. So first chance, he took that, he grabbed it, and since then we haven't seen too much of his, or not too much successful games of his. We have 2 Blade Masters, obviously, and Terrana Stand. Where do you go from here?
Well, creeping to level 2 first, or at least grab up some items, seems to be the priority. And interestingly, Soen going for the little crappy wizard, getting the Cloak of Shadow. Saw quite a few of those earlier today for Orc Worker. On the other side, Gauntlets of Ogre Strength, so not the best items so far. And Terranas is not quite as hard to stack up on as, for example, AZ is, but when you're unlucky, you can end up having a very weak Blade Master throughout all stages of this game.
That's true. Terranas definitely a map without too many claws. You can be lucky though, but Fly here with Gloves of Haste and Gauntlets not that great. So on the other side, with a Circlet, that's already good. You buy one anyway, so he's +4 basically guaranteed. No Tome of Agility there though, but Tome of Knowledge. Tier 2 tech has started with a 1 burrow tech, same for Fly, who's slightly behind. That's interesting because against Orc Worker he was always ahead in tech.
Yeah, I wonder why. Maybe he just forgot for a few seconds. Maybe he had better lumber harvesting closer to the wood. Or whatever. But yeah, I'm not gonna make the biggest of difference. I don't think, however, can of course, with the tier 2 cancels and the SH coming out and all that. So, Soen trying to snipe the first big item here, it seems. Going for the Renegade if Fly comes in here in time. This would be such a massive steal. Is he gonna be quick enough? May have to rely on the critical strikes. I think he's fast enough. Uh-oh. Oh no. This is gonna be a great start for Fly if he can get it. But he's being revealed. And now, who will win this? Experience goes towards Soen, but the item goes towards Fly, and it's... Oof.
No. The experience went towards Fly as well,
God.
and here he comes in for the kill. It's again the Boots of Kel'Thuzad. He decides to go for the Grunt, and it's the safer kill, I guess, but in the end he ends up with nothing, but he uses the speed scroll on his own to try to block with that Grunt, and this is the Fly that we're expecting to see with great Grunt control in the early game. Can he sacrifice this Grunt to the creeps? Yes, he can, so at least the Blade Master didn't get that experience. But boy, again, what an opening for Fly.
Damn, the timing there just worked out perfectly. And yeah, I saw that wrong. You're absolutely right. He got all of that camp. And the Grunt after as well. He's almost level 3 already. Only needs like the little green camp. And the map awareness as well. He realizes, alright, the likelihood of him being down here isn't even all that low. Trying to get the other Renegade. And he's already scouting for it with the Grunt. Doesn't quite get the last hit, but up at the north, will be able to take out the Assassin. And perhaps a Claws of Attack, and that's already his level 3.
Yeah, he will be happy that we're not playing the new ladder version of Terranas then, because 3 Assassins would make this creep squad a lot harder. Not this time, and again, we have Boots of Kel'Thuzad, Claws of Attack, Gloves of Haste. Sick damage on Fly's Blade Master. On the other side, yeah, 2 circlets, a bit of damage, a bit of sustain, but compared to that item that Fly got, it's really hard to play against.
Yeah, he's gonna be the king of the schoolyard here for such a long time. And wouldn't be surprised if he tries to do some damage here. And he finds the first Grunt. And look at this damage. Level 3 hero. No critical strikes at the moment, but that's gonna be an easy kill. He has 2 more Windwalks. Oh my god, can he get both of these Grunts? He's keeping tabs on the other one, but I think that one is safe. But losing 2 Grunts before the SH is out. That is super hard. Sounds like unrecoverable damage.
So he was checking in the north if he could get an item there, maybe steal something away from Fly's side, but that's not possible. He's desperately going for the Murloc to somehow make things work here. Mental of Intelligence for him again, not that lucky. He can go and give it to the Shadow Hunter later, of course, but he has to catch up. He's facing a level 3 Blade Master. That is Windwalk level 2, of course. A lot longer the duration now on that spell, so a lot more scouting, faster movement speed. And maybe he sees him. Oh, actually, no, he's going away.
And Soen with 1 Grunt, man. What does he creep? Of course, he can take creep camps. Don't get me wrong, but it's so ineffective. It's gonna be, the time that they have to invest here is so unevenly distributed, I guess you could say.
So ineffective. I like that.
That was actually random. I was wondering, like, why are you giggling? But. I don't know, man. He has the Raiders, he has the Walkers now, but he can't look for any damage. If he goes for the engagement, he's gonna lose it easily. And I'm a little surprised that Fly isn't trying to go for more pressure himself.
Yeah, I think he should go for his natural fairly soon, so that doesn't get stolen. This is by far the best permanent item you can get there here, which of course has been stolen by Fly already. And this spot is still up for grabs. Could be a Vamp Aura, which won him the game against Orc Worker, amongst other things, of course. And he's in for the steal again. This creep spot in the middle, not that great, but if there's a Blade Master level 2 against a Blade Master level 3, you really want to steal as much as possible. And so he wants to make sure that he gets this creep, otherwise he won't get level 3. But Fly is a little too late, and here comes the hacks. There is Windwalk now, though he was trying to block, gets an Ensnare out. But still, with Windwalk, he will get away.
Yeah, and with only one Ensnare, you cannot keep him pinned down. There's another Raider here.
Guess what the Shadowhunter just found?
Yeah, the Slippers of Agility.
Slippers of Agility. This is gonna be plus 15 damage.
If we didn't know any better, we would think this is focus playing.
Exactly. War Mill now for Fly. Last time against Orc Worker, he went for it very, very late. This time it's Soin who delays his War Mill for it. Gets the rest of the creep spot now, but you always want to take spots where you can get experience and the item. Here, of course, no item anymore. But level 2 for the SH. In the meantime, the Blade Masters playing the Stealing Magpie with the Sasquatch. No, it's still there, though. You can get it.
And Fly, happy to play this mid-game just on his side of the map, be passive, get level 3 SH. Gonna give the Korean the opportunity to get a big army, and the bigger the army gets, of course, the less percentage relevant and impactful the Blade Master is. And it seems like he would have tried to, he could have had the opportunity to make like more use of his super stacked blade. But yeah, he's just keeping on creeping. Gonna be his level 3 SH here after this camp, and perhaps another great item.
Some of agility for the Blade Master. It makes it like plus, what is it? 11? Yeah, 11 it is. And now the Renegade Wizard. Go with the Magi. Also amazing for the Shadowhunter.
Damn.
Almost one heal wave more. The Kodo Beast is coming for extra damage. But Soin caught up. He has his Shadowhunter level 3 as well. 45 supply only though, and no Kodo Beast. He can't fight at the moment with the 10% damage boost that is on the entire Orc army. Plus 20 on the Blade Master. And you really want that Taskmaster, but oh, here comes Fly. Is aware that Soin is up.
He's revealed. He's next to Sentry Board. Is he gonna lose his Blade Master and Snare? He doesn't have an invul. Oh my god, is he gonna actually lose his first hero here? A comeback out of nowhere. Heals wave coming in though, as well as the Spirit Link. May not even be good enough, but he does get away just barely to the safety of the backline. But can he re-engage? Spirit Link now coming in for Soin as well. But as you mentioned before, there's no Kodo Beast for him in this fight. And the Blade Master seems to be fairly healthy once again for Fly. And the damage for him is crazy. Here comes the heal scroll for the Chinese. Kodo Beast now moving forward, trying to perhaps eat, but doesn't get it off. Everything still fairly even, but now he gets to eat one of the grunts here, and that is already a big supply disadvantage. Blade Master keeps on hacking and slaying away at both sides, but it's pretty uneven here, with Flies being so much stronger. We have peons coming from the main base, but Soin seems like he wants to sound for the retreat, but against Ensnare, of course, that's not too easy. Squall of Speed keeps all of his units alive. Greatly timed heal wave here to save them, but not good enough for the Walker, and he's gonna lose another grunt to the critical strike as well, and he's just bleeding units right now. Another Raider falls level 4 for this Blade Master. Now he has level 2 crit available. That looked scary, but the Blade survived.
I thought you were wrong on what you're casting there. I was like, what? There's a mana potion in Soin's inventory. He can turn this around maybe with that unit. But you are absolutely right. Fly very, very dominant. Soin only on 42 supply remaining. And he is reproducing already. But that Kodo Beast makes such a huge difference. Eats 3 supply, provides the damage boost. And yeah, this Blade Master is out of control. Soin, what can you do? Where can you go from here? You had the big opportunity maybe with a Blade Master kill, but couldn't get the stun lock off. And his Blade Master is so far away from level 4. And this is tier 3 Fly even. Master upgrade for the Walkers coming. The damage upgrade for the Kodo Beast is coming. And then this Blade Master is even more a beast than he is, or he was before. Plus 25 damage.
It seems like all of the advantages are with Fly at the moment. SH is gonna hit level 4 here. If he gets a greater mana. Full of agility, by the way. He's gonna be sick. But the item here can make a big difference. One of mana stealing.
Scroll of the Beast on the other side.
Alright. Scroll of the Beast can be great, but unreliable.
I mean, there's gonna be much dispel, right? So.
Yeah. And usually the Walkers aren't the units to die right away.
Speaking of dying Walkers, he can revive them soon. That's the ultimate of the Spirit Walkers, which you can get in tier 3. Just revive any kind of Tauren, and Spirit Walkers are Tauren, so that's okay. Tier 2 tech has started for Soen, but only now.
Fly has 1,160 gold. May want to go for Tiny Great Hall. How much lumber is that thing again? He's got it.
Yep.
Got it in the inventory and probably gonna go into upkeep here real soon. Peons are moving over. He needs a few more burrows, I guess.
Soen must scout this.
Yeah, but he's teching. Teching instead.
Yeah, you don't want to go into the opponent's side of the map when you're attacking and waiting for it to pay off. Because you invested like 400 gold into it, almost. There's a Witch Doctor coming now, which I like. But yeah, this 400 gold you don't have in your army. Of course, he's aware that Fly invested that as well, but for him it's already paying off. He's even building grunts in this late game stage to have something against the Raiders. And it's the Kodo, the upgraded Kodo with 31 bonus damage on the Blade Master now. And crit level 2 against crit level 1. The DPS of this first hero is just uncomparable.
Yeah, it's unfair, honestly. And now Fly has so much time. His expansion is going to pay off big time. He's going to have 70, maybe even 80 supplies soon. And how is Soen going to... how is he supposed to like have an even army?
He's going for the first heal scroll there. And he has a second one. What's Fly's inventory? He has one and a mana potion though on the Shadowhunt, who's also level 4. So double hero level advantage. Now Soen is checking, okay, you're not doing anything, then there must be something fishy about this, and here we go. Even an Orc Burrow by Fly to be able to save the
kind
peons.
of risky that he's showing himself. If he gets end-snare locked here, he might die.
Oh, Hex coming in. Doesn't dispel it here with a big crit for 174, and here are the end snares. Number 1, more are coming, and I think that's it for the Blade Master. You were so right.
What was that?
Remo the Oracle.
Like... what was... I'm speechless. How can you reveal yourself there? You don't know where the opponent is. You're not safe to do this. He rebuys his Blade Master. He is already so far down the hole economically. This is going to pain him even more.
And now we have 2 heal scrolls on Fly's side. So maybe with the help of peons, maybe with the help of his burrows, there's a defense upgrade coming, and only now the advanced Kodo upgrade. But I think he has to fight this one fight alone with the normal drums. And yeah, have fun dealing with this beastie boy. And snare on both, but this is not really good for Soen. He's going for the Kodo Beast, and that's the right choice. He can't really move against the Purge from the Orb of Lightning. He's just wrecking it, 204 critical strike, and boom, gone is the aura.
And he already was at such a big disadvantage. The numbers, of course, greatly in favor of the Chinese. He seems to be winning this fight without too much trouble at all. Heal scroll coming in for him. He gets one of the Raiders here pretty quickly. Counter heal scroll on Soen's side. He's holding his own here for the time being. His SH, by the way, is far forward. Doesn't get focused at the moment, however. Blade Master's just hacking through the front line here. Purges coming out against the Spirit Link. The Raiders are starting to drop low here towards the left for Fly, and he may lose one, but nicely timed Hex keeps the Blade Master controlled. He's back in the battle now, but the SH, he's the prime focus at the moment, and he will die with the backstab and the end snare, and that's the GG. And Soen loses map number 1.
Damn, again, Fly seems to be so strong here. Not breaking a sweat at all, just playing his game, gets good moves in the early game, and then carries on into the late game, or later game.
It was more than like a good start though for him. He got the experience, he got the big item, which was a great item, and he got 2 grunt kills. That is like such a big lead through the early game. But I thought Soen was maybe gonna be able to come back better into the late game, because Fly did give him quite a bit of space. But he was right to play it chill. Didn't have to, press the advantage too much. He just never gave up his lead. And finish it all the way through.
There's gonna be a second chance, of course. It's the match points now for Fly, but it's it's a match point for Fly, map choice for Soen. And he will take the map where he thinks he's the best in Orc Mirror. And I wonder what that is.
Me too.
He has game plans for everything prepared. Is it good enough? I'm feeling kind of bad that we talked down Fly so much before the tournament, man. He comes in here 3-0 now. Not breaking a sweat.
Yeah, but especially in that game, he went into the real game stage, I guess, the late game with a big advantage, you know, and the items. Once again, the items. Like, Fly has the items today. I wonder if Soen now for the next map is going to try to go for one where, you know, your creep route is standard, because he did go for a risk on Terranas and he got punished.
Oh, hell yeah, did he get punished. It's so imbalanced if you lose your permanent item at the natural. You can't catch up. On Twisted, you can go for another laboratory, or you can go for one of those shops to make up for it, but not on Terranas. And he chooses AI.
All right. There are some sneaky steals to be done here. Opposing red camp on the opponent's side of the map comes to mind.
You know what will happen? Book of the Dead for Fly. He runs into Soen's base, kills the one burrow, and it's GG.
That would be an easy ticket being punched into the playoffs.
I'm not familiar with competitive Warcraft 3, but it seems like items are bullshit. Well, the thing is, there's a lot of good items for orcs, and they really thrive with them. But the items in general are pretty cool.
It's such a big factor of Warcraft, like the item drops, pimping your heroes. It's not only RTS, it's kind of RPG, I guess, if you want to call it that. And it makes the game interesting. You know, a little bit of RNG sprinkled in. Blizzard loves the RNG, especially nowadays.
Hi, Hearthstone.
And I don't know. If you've been a Warcraft fan for a long time, imagining heroes suddenly not having items anymore,
it would be so
boring would that be?
Yeah. Almost as boring as Heroes of the Storm, maybe. What?
Nothing. Okay. It's a great game, Heroes of the Storm. Amazing game. A lot of fans.
So I can really see one of the players go for a very early laboratory here to hope for either a Mana Stone or the Book of the Dead. Book of the Dead without the spell is like so many skeletons that do damage, and you can't do anything against it. You don't have wisps like Night Elf, so it's hard, man, in the early stages. On the other side, not too many Blade Master items there as well. I mean, yeah, you have 2 mercenary camps where it's big drops.
Yeah, usually you get like the Ogre Magi and the Null Warden on your side. If you're lucky, maybe you're going to be able to steal one from your opponent. And if you're really lucky, that's 3 claws, but that's very unlikely.
Alright, here we see the players once again. They go into map number 2. Fly has match points and might go into the playoffs here with 4-0. That would be a statement towards all the other players that are ranked amongst the favorite circle, the top 5, the Fab 5 as I called it on my Read More article. He could be the 6th one if he continues to play like this, and if he continues to be as lucky as he was today.
Yeah, Soen seemed a little shaken after that early game, and rightfully so, losing 2 grunts and the big item. That's just a punch in the gut. But I think he's gonna come back swinging here. I think we're gonna see much more even of a game. And I hopefully hope so. Don't want, you know, that to be such a simple 2-0 series for Fly again.
But we gotta admit, for Soen, it's already a success to be in the winner bracket here and not being thrown down to the lower bracket like last time when he was playing at GCS. So he overperformed so far, and maybe with a little luck he can be happy about that. Is red Fly again?
Yes. Right. Red for Fly, spawning in the top left, in the bottom right. We have Soen in the blue trunks, hailing from South Korea. So is one of them going to go for that slightly greedy creep? Even if you do it on your side of the map for the laboratory with the big troll warlord, can be punished if you get jacked. So I would be surprised if Soen does that. Fly, however, with the wind in his sails here, perhaps a bit of a confidence boost yet again on Terranas, may want to look for that early big item. Wand of the Wind, by the way, can also be really big.
Oh yes, indeed. Especially on the Shadow Hunter, if you want to save your units and then your opponent pulls out a Wind of the Wind to prevent that heal wave, that's really good. Fly is, of course, a former GCS champion in spring 2016. He won over 1-0 in the Grand Final. Also, the 2016 GCS Grand Final he won in a final against WFZ, which was a 4-player tournament. 2017, though, not that great for him. The only win that he accomplished recently was CIG, China Internet Gaming Tournament, I think. Oh no, it was second there. Sorry, against Infi in the finals. I mixed that up. Taito Esports Masters was the one that he won. Funny that it was the most successful tournament for both of these players. The tournament sponsored by Sky's company Taito. But yeah, we have no surprises here. It's Double Blade Master, no Farseer shenanigans like Razorman or some other European dudes do. But someone going for Double Burrow. And that is something I didn't expect.
Yeah, pretty unusual nowadays in pretty much any matchup. He's gonna delay his tier 2, his raiders, his walkers with this. And usually that will mean that he's going to favor creeping more. I can see that being pretty useful here, especially on AI with the Knolls in the middle and the Merchant. Medium armor, easily taken out with grunts, decent items, lots of experience. But we're going to start with the Ogre Magi first. Last time, Fly was lucky enough to find the claws. Is his luck going to continue?
Unbelievable.
It will. Against the ring.
This is the best drops that you could get if you're Fly. Sells it both here, Soin does. Town Portal, you don't really need it with a Blade Master early on. And he will get the Circlet here. But this +6 damage, that adds up, and that speeds up creeping. I wonder how late his tech is with this. Well, actually, not too much later. I thought it would be worse. Still, quite an edge for Fly.
By the way, in Fly's base, there's not going to be enough space to produce both tier 2 buildings in a safe spot. So, if Soin wants to go for the cancellation, he can. Two Blade Masters find each other here for the first time. Last hit battle for the Trapper. Who's it going to go to?
Fly. Of course, who is level 2 now. Critical Strike is available. And Soin already, after 3 minutes and 30 seconds, in a bad spot in this winner bracket.
Oh, and the Grunt even finds him. Oof. Almost cancelling the healing there. The fade time just barely good enough. But man, Fly, just everything seems to be clicking today.
Yeah, someone wants him to be really strong. I don't know what he did to earn this.
Well, he's playing well, Neo. That's what he did.
That's true.
He's earning it right here.
I don't really know why Soin ran over there to that spot, because there's nothing to accomplish for him, and it costs a lot of time.
This one as well. Oh my god.
Of course he does.
Fly is kind of outplaying him.
His last hits and the right-click battles for items, he always wins them today. And again, there's so much damage on this Blade Master that he's basically forced to get away from creeps, because the Blade Master is finding him here. He has 3 more Windwalks with this. And this Grunt will fall.
Don't lose him.
Is there a speed scroll to save him? Yes, there is, but it's too late, not even using it. And this is level 2.4 on the Blade Master, 2.3 on the Blade Master versus level 1.5. This is never, ever supposed to happen.
Fly's dominating the early game with the 1 burrow against the 2 burrow.
Yeah, this is
unheard of.
And again, it's his crazy, crazy Blade Master control. Sometimes it backfires hard, and he loses that Blade Master in pretty stupid situations. But today, not the case. Here comes the Shadow Hunter, here comes the Beastery, and we're waiting for the Lodge if he has a little more money. On the other side, tier 2 just finished, preferring Beastery and Lodge over the Shadow Hunter.
A player's forces are under attack.
Certainly interesting, yeah.
And going
well, he needs more experience, so having a solo hero on tier 2 longer makes a little sense, but he has to creep something out.
Yeah, but is this really efficient movement by the Blade Master? He's once again, for Soin, gone towards the opponent's side of the map, creeping a level 3 Ogre Warrior now, and that took him so much time to do. And in the middle of the map, is he going to lose another Grunt? Oh, man, you really can't afford to lose a second Grunt again, like on Terranas.
That's 400 gold that he just throws out the window, and it's even...
He can't save it. He has 3 more Windwalks, there's no way.
Yeah. We can save it into the creep, so at least the experience gets denied.
A player's forces are
And it doesn't work, he gets the last hit.
Sick. God.
Book of the Dead could get him back into the game.
I think he needs 2 Book of the Dead here.
Keep all your thumbs pressed if you're rooting for South Korea. You need it. Health Stone. Okay, not bad, but also not great. And Fly is taking the sweet, sweet time to go for the red trick in the north with the Berserker, which is not that bad because you can attack the walkers with it and it does extra damage.
Everything is hurt here. He's gonna lose another great grunt. He lost it to the creeps, but still the grunt is dead. 3 grunts lost in the early game.
That's unbelievable. The red trick still alive, but if this is a Vambora, I call it like an item hack or something. I'll go with the Magi again. It's okay. Still a good advantage for a Shadowhunter for more spells, hex, and heal wave. And Soen didn't even start to creep his Shadowhunter, and there's Fly on level 2. Like, this is so one-sided.
Yeah, I just wanted to say this is the most one-sided game we've seen so far. And I wouldn't be surprised if it stays the most one-sided, throughout the entire tournament. Alright, Blade Master's joining. The SH is going to get level 3 perhaps? Oh no, actually wants to solo creep the Shadow, who's 2.5 already. Once again though, he's giving Soen a bit of space to come back into this and creep up himself.
Yeah, is he going to tier 3 again? No, it doesn't look like it, but he's going for the Warmill for his Kodo Beasts. And I really like what Fly is doing. He's not overcommitting to anything. He's not thinking, okay, I got an advantage here in the early mid-game. Let me end this real quick with some, I don't know, cheesy plays or whatever. He plays it so calm and so standard and so conservative that he will have a big advantage in the late game. And then there is a fight. There has to be a fight at some point, especially on AI, where the map is empty quite quick. And yeah, then he has the big advantage and wins it. So, Book of the Dead now. No, Anchor for Incarnation. Also an item that you don't want to have, I think.
And Fly, he just got his double level 3 looking towards Soen's main base. And Soen is far away to defend. On the opposite side of the map, in fact. And now with this, is he going to be forced into kind of a base race? Maybe go for some sappers? He is standing next to the laboratory because in his main, the shop is already gone. And now the floodgates towards the burrows are open. Quite a bit of piercing and magic damage here is going to make it very hard for Soen to defend.
He's not going for a Zapper or anything, just a speed scroll, and he runs home as fast as he can. But will it be enough? Fly accomplished so much already. Soen is supply stuck forever. He's building a Warmill, he's building a Voodoo Lounge back there, but come on. A tower right in his face.
Oh, really? Oh, man. That looks like a bit of BM right there. No more peon mining being done. They're all in the burrows trying to defend against the Blade Master. Is he just going to kill the stronghold? Is he just going to kill the stronghold?
This is so easy.
He has to repair. But he has enough peons here for repair, I think. Is he going to overextend? No. He falls back.
Not going for the shiny play, not going for the kill. But here we go. Big advantage with a level 3 against a level 2 Shadowhunter. Usually Soen would never take this fight, but he has to. First Raider is down. Fly's Raider gets saved by this heal wave. There is a lot more where this one came from. Also a heal scroll to take it. And the tower is almost finished. That's how much time he has. Blade Master finally taking care, but all the damage that goes towards the tower is not in the army, and Fly capitalizing from this so hard, killing off the walkers. Oh, nice heal wave actually, but only for a couple of times as he stands right next to the Berserker. Nice ethereal form, but the walkers with nice last hits. Oh, Fly, you're microing so well in this one. I mean, you don't even have to, but you do. Healstone consumed, so the Blade Master doesn't fall yet. Shadowhunter is in trouble. There's an Invo Potion. Maybe he has to swap it to the Shadowhunter to keep him alive. No.
I'm not even sure that he lost. I'm not even sure that he lost a unit this fight, and it's GG, man.
Woohoo! That was Fly 100%.
Yeah, very well done by him.
Without a doubt.
Once again, Soen. That was Soen playing much worse than in his first game.
Boom.
Fly, no mercy.
Shaking his head once and focusing on the playoffs because he is the first man on the planet to make it into GCS Winter Finals, or playoffs at least, that will be played Saturday and Sunday. So not eliminated yet, the Korean has yet another chance, and he will play in almost an hour against the winner of Czech versus Orkworker. And yeah, one more shot, one more best of 3 against a much weaker opponent. He has beaten Czech before, and Orkworker, he can beat him as well. I would say that's a 50-50 matchup there, if it goes to that. But now it's time to shine for our Belarusian. He's been to GCS. It's the second time now. So far, he has lost all of his matches and all of his maps. Will it be the same against against Czech as well? I have to see. We were praising him real high, and he has to make up for that.
Yep, that's going to be our next match, starting in maybe 10 minutes. This was a fast series, man.
Really fast.
Did not take long at all. I think we're ahead of schedule now.
Way ahead, like 45 minutes, I think.
Damn, dude. Yeah.
How is it that Fly is so inconsistent and plays like garbage from time to time, and then he steps in the ring here today, this Monday, and knocks everybody out?
Yeah, I think Fly played well, but to be honest, I think he didn't have the most scary opponents today.
Yeah.
And I don't mean the names, I mean the way they played in their games.
Yeah.
Soen played worse than I thought he was going to. So did Orkworker. And Fly had like one of the easiest roads into the playoffs ever.
Absolutely true. Yeah. Last time he dropped in lower bracket round 1. If he continues to impress like he did today, that will be a way better result. Czech had a good run in GCS Fall last time. I was really impressed with him, ending up on 5th to 6th place, only losing to TH, which is absolutely understandable, with decent chances to take that series back then. Can he repeat that run? He needs to win this next game. Orkworker versus Czech coming up. We go into a small commercial break, and then we'll be right back from Shanghai, GCS Winter 2017. See you in a bit.